connected.
Actually, no, I don't know how to delete pictures, so I'm not gonna.
But yeah, Alice, I'm sorry. Yeah, the power just went out of the house. So yeah, um, pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna be more international next year. That's for sure. A lot of the problems that we have, we won't face these problems next year. What is going on with my TV? What, honey? You looking at the TV? You don't see these green things? What is this? What's happening to the TV?
Oh, oh no!
Hold on, let me turn it off and then turn it back on.
His TV be like, oh my god!
This TV is only 1 year old, so this TV better just cut it out, man. Oh, why is there? Internet connection is acting up. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Alice, that question you asked me, I have to answer that question offline. I can't answer that question online. Well, we got plans. We're not waiting for anything to happen. We already got plans. Like we already know what we want to do. Someone is making a call to you. Maybe it's interrupt yourself. No, because I don't have a phone line attached to this fiber optic line. It's literally a fiber optic line for internet straight. Boys.
All right. See, we talked about something, which was cereal.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of a godlike conversation, though, about cereal. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it wasn't that bad. wasn't wasn't completely terrible. So hopefully we get another one like that. Smash cereal and now let's talk about how they fucking up the food, since that's what we were talking about earlier.
How did you survive?
It was illegal. It was illegal for blacks to have cereal until the new law passed a right to bear cereal. The law that is not. I don't know if you're.
He's trolling mad hard, B.
I don't even know if he's trolling at this point. 1970. Don't need to troll. Don't need to that.
Thus ends your lesson.
Might be.
By Nixon.
Ordered. Passed by Nick. Alright. Yeah. Officially. We have officially gotten bored again.
Who else is in the chat room?
A lot of people actually, surprisingly.
I need you
We
guys to start
got
a
a,
conversation. I'm about
we
to pause
got
the game and
a,
go take a shower.
we, we got A-Train. A-Train,
They're all
got your
playing
mic on.
Fortnite.
Of course. Of course they are. You got Nas, who's not even
Huh?
listening to us. Hulu Hostile.
No, no, no.
I'm just reading the chat and whatnot. EMP the game was good, bruh. In the quiet room we have
Hold on for a second, guys.
yeah, bruh. So, you know,
You gotta
you
go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
alright. So now y'all chilling with your boy Sting. Was good. You know, we got Octopath. Probably paused for a while. You know, I want to take a shower with you, boy. If you don't get that gay shit out of here, nigga, no homo. No, it's too late. Too late. That's a felony. Sting, yes, that is me. That is your boy. Low tier hero. I actually got this name from a boss from Mega Man X. One of my favorite bosses, actually. LMAO. What? You laughing at something, bro? What's funny, man? Like, you think this is a game? This is a joke? Like, it was good. It was good. You know, we in here chilling.
Who's mashing the buttons like that?
That is the hill. That is the hill. I can tell, bro.
But I don't hear him
Okay, so
talking.
Hill is here. So Hill is here. We could he probably just turned it off. Probably just muted himself. He knew. He knew. This ain't no RPG. He has auto battle on. The fuck? So Hill, now that you are in the, is he even in the chat? No, he's not. I thought he was in the chat. Goddamn. Lie. Ugh.
Alright, I'm gonna pause right here, guys. So you guys can keep talking for a little bit. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Yeah. Triforce got a ghost Octopath player. Nah. Well, probably. I haven't. His house is probably haunted. Let's be real. Let's be real. Everyone's house is probably haunted. I fight demons in my dreams. Sahil, is that you? Is that the war cry of Sahil? Oh, what I meant, but I can't break you. Innocence. What? What type of innocence? What type of innocence? What do you... Ooh, close enough. Alright. Put... Whose man's this? I ask myself the same question every day. Ugh. Now I think you're doing this on purpose, bruh. Redux. No. No. I don't. Hoopla. But yeah, bruh. What type of username? Violet motherfucking Wizard of Oz is some bad shit. That is one of the best usernames I've seen in ever. It's mad crazy. Nobody else is talking though. More like you can't talk. Or if you don't come in the damn. Ori, I'm trying to get Ori in though. Maybe we can talk about some anime or some shit. Hopefully. Hopefully. Fuck. Well, he's not coming in. Thank you, thank you. Glad you have an eye for art when you see it. I mean, I am an artist, so. Favorite games? Mega Man X, Bowser's Inside Story. What else could I call my favorite game? Spyro, the Spyro series. I like a lot of platformers. You know, like Mario Galaxy, Mario 64, Star Fox. Sting is actually blind. How? How am I blind? A blind artist, his talent is unmeasurable because again. Oh, I see what I see what you mean. I see what you mean, bro. Well, thanks. Sting is a fan of Bofa. What is Bofa? What the fuck is Bofa? I still need an explanation on what game this is. Can someone explain to me what Bofa is? Like, I don't. Both of these. Fuck you, Keyblade. Fuck you, Keyblade. Fuck you, Keyblade. I'm done. Alright. It's a hill. Every time, like, every time I call this man out, this man is like typing real hard. Well, you played yourself. I know I played myself. Keyblade, you sack of shit. I'm not falling for that one, Jerion. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it this time. No. Everyone know that I'm on that Mega Man shit. Everyone know. Everyone know. I also like the Sparkster series, the Rocket Knight series. Pretty obscure and whatnot. Oh, screen is darker now. Shit. Bayonetta. Sadly, I have not played Bayonetta. Sadly. Sadly, I have not played a lot of things, which I'm not going to mention in this chat because No, Redux. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do, Redux. But you see, I'm like Neo from the Matrix, bruh. Okay? I am the one. I'm not. I'm like John Cena. You can't see me, bruh. No, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. He has played himself. How did I play myself? I just dodged your shit, bruh. No. Eat my ass. No. The one. Alright. Yo, did you hear of this new conventions? No, I have not. It's called... No. See? No. No. You're more like the new guy on Monday Night Raw. Yeah. Yeah. No. I didn't fall for it because I knew it was coming. You got 2 lines in one fight. Pretty much. Pretty much. That's pretty much how it was going down. Y'all straight bloody. I think Triforce might have came back. Hopefully. This man said, eat my ass, and I knew this was coming. Fuck you, Keyblade, you sack of shit. You're not having me fall for this again. I see y'all. Yo, Triforce really taking a massive... It seems so. It seems so. But you played yourself. You ever heard of the... That's not... You mean the band? I think Imagine Dragons are too overrated for their own good. I don't think their music is all that. For music taste, I have like a fluctuating whatever the fuck you may call it of music taste, because I listen to video game music, listen to rap music, also listen to some rock music and some other shit. Sometimes listen to jazz. Yeah. But Imagine Dragons, overrated. But for real, you like tapes and CD? Yeah, I have like the Public Enemy CD. That's not a band. That's a TV. That's a cartoon. That was my shit. All right. I'm not. When I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie. That was my shit. No, I'm not falling for it. You like jazz? Yeah, I like jazz. Which is crazy because I don't really listen to jazz that much, but whenever I come across it, I like it. You like smooth jazz? Eh. I kind of like that vibrant. I got this man about 2 times. You spelled 2 wrong. Yeah, you better fix that shit. The end of my dick. Just no. 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 You didn't even get me that time. That's some real shit. My audio hella low. Probably because I'm not really up to the mic. Choka. No, I'm not. No. I'm not falling for it, bro. You guys think you got me one time. and you guys think you can. No, I already knew that was gonna happen. I already knew that was gonna happen. Favorite rap artist? That's hard to say. I kind of like. I don't really like the new shit they kind of put out because like new shit's kind of trash. But I do like old school a lot. So the obvious old school being like Tupac, Biggie. Also listen to Public Enemy, Houdini, uh, Rakim, uh, and a bunch of others. Favorite position? Uh, wouldn't know. I'm a virgin. Do you listen to Malone though? I never heard of that. Never heard of. Favorite porn star? No. I refuse to answer. What the hell? JP, I'm wondering the same thing. These this stream went from like open mic to interrogate Sting 101. Favorite porn job? No, I'm not answering that either. Strive taking it. Yeah, he is. Love your taste, to be honest. Denzel Curry is one of the best new school rappers. Definitely check him. I will. Also, like J. Cole as well. J. Cole's pretty dope, but I haven't really been listening to him. Denzel Curry. Yeah. Alright, when Truffles come back, everybody type how's your poop. I'm gonna delete this comment in 1 minute. Alright. Let's see, y'all listening to JP? Listen to JP. Blacks were more civilized when we had segregation. I'll say it. I don't want to be talking about racist shit because, like, well, not racist shit, like, shit dealing with race in general. If we wear a dirty sock inside out, is it a whole new sock? Well, really, the dirtiness is not coming from the outside, it's usually coming from the inside because the sock makes your foot sweaty and it will sweat on the inside. So, if you turn it inside out, though, that means on the outside will now be on the inside, which is clean, but now the outside is dirty. So, I don't know, Jerion. I don't know. What's your thoughts on gun control? Okay, you have guns. Like, people can get guns. And the Second Amendment, people have the right to use guns. It's not the gun's fault, it's the people. No, if Captain Falcon, stop with that. No. Favorite porn actor. I'm not acting. I'm talking about what are your thoughts? Hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna go to guns, then I'm gonna go to slavery, alright? I think people should have the right to own guns, but I feel as if people should use it responsibly. I don't think people should use guns with evil intentions. But obviously that's probably going to happen because there's always evil in this world. Now, slavery. Well, most people are probably shook up about it. And I'm shook up about it as well. 500 years, that was my ancestors. I kind of feel for them. When I think of slavery, I feel this rage of all the shit we had to go through back in the day. And all that built-in rage just makes me want to, like, find a random white person, just punch him in the face. But I don't want to be like that because, like, like, I really don't want to be like that. But every time I think of slavery, I just feel that rage, though. That's why I tried not to, like, Sting, don't be like that, man. That's typical behavior. I know. I know. That's why like I shouldn't even really be like mad at that, but like, I get what you're coming from. Yeah, it's all that rage like in the years. Let me see what Discord is saying because there's some people in Discord. And they'd probably be like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Sharples left the stringiest thing took over. I didn't take I don't think I'm taking over, but like okay, maybe I have took over. On accident though. Now it's just these dudes. What's up? Hey, listen. Sup, Navi? I'm just gonna call you Navi. If you have so much rage, just jack off. You'll be fine. Okay. Alright. Alright. I don't know if you're I don't know if you're joking or not, but like if you actually do think I'm better than Etika, thanks, I guess, but personally I think Etika has more charisma than what I want to have. I really want to have like I want to be that charismatic person, but I don't feel as if I'm that charismatic person. You hide your wallet around Triforce. Be real. What are you talking about? As it made out, Triforce's voice got higher. I'm not Triforce. I'm not Triforce. I'm Triforce's son. Okay, let's get that out of the way real quick. Triforce be using that black soap. Yeah, he's probably using that black soap. Yo, you're the son? Oh, he didn't tell you, bruh? Oh, he didn't tell you? Sting, sing Courage the Cowardly Dog credits music. What the no. Now you're just commanding me to do wild shit, bruh. I don't even know the Courage the Cowardly Dog credit music. And I'm damn sure not going to sing anything in front of nobody. I think he is, Redux. I think he is. I think Abraham Lincoln wanted to send all the slaves back to Africa before he was killed. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you, Captain Falcon. Where this man at his 20 minutes ago. Well, the viewership didn't drop, so don't doubt yourself. Every person is unique. You don't need to be charismatic to be entertaining. True. You're right. But even so, that's like the kind of person I aspire to be. Charfus really took the big ass thing. Rip Triforce controller. Yeah, it's oh, we boosted in the viewership actually. Triforce is black, that's why he's late. Wow. Sting poison Triforce, he could take over. Yo, like, why are you trying to tell them, like, my secret plans or whatnot, bro? Like, are you a liberal, conservative, or a centrist? Why do niggas always gotta... Why do people always have to, like, they have to be, like, an ist, or, like, I'm me. I don't want to put myself as, like, some group, or, like, I want to be, like, a feminist, or, or a patriot, or whatnot. I don't care. All right, I am me. All right, I'm not in any type of group. I'm not in any type of I'm just a person.
Pick a side.
I'm not picking a side. You're Sting. Exactly. Redux gets it. I'm Sting. That's who I am. I'm not picking a side. I bet you're anti-American. Okay. Disgusting. Sting is an aspirin Minecraft player. That's why he looks up to Etika. I don't play. I actually don't play Minecraft. I'm anti-water because modern feminists are. Yeah, they are. Sting, tell us about your time you got jumped in school. All right. While I'm not going to tell that story because that never happened, I will tell a story about when I was in first grade and I straight up punched somebody in the nose and made his nose bleed out. So we were on the playground. You know, this is where all the fights start. This is where usually where like when people talk about fight stories, this is where all the fights start, right? So we on the playground, and, people in my class, right? They want to like roughhouse and manhandle me and whatnot, and they were manhandling me, and somehow I got out. Wait, yes, this actually happened. How do I survive? Okay, I'm gonna give these stories later, bruh. Bro, the black schools sound like they do. They are kind of like jail. I'm not gonna lie, but like, they manhandling me and whatnot. As soon as I like weaseled myself out, I punched the closest guy to me like into the. I just punched the closest dude that was close to me. I punched him in the nose. I wasn't even like thinking. I just like pop, just punch him in the nose, and then all of a sudden this dude was bleeding and whatnot. He was like crying and shit. And then they go on and they go to the teacher and they snitch on me, even though they kind of started it. I mean, they weren't really doing any damage. They were just like manhandling. But I just did it out of defense, bro. All right. All right. How did I survive adolescence? I'm pretty sure I did not hit puberty yet, despite me turning 17 in 2 days.
What's the format, guys? Yeah, I'm here. I was trying to figure out what's it for. Where Triforce at? He went on his throne. So it depends on what you got, what you got to eat. Sometimes I can spend like hours on the throne, man. If I'm got like if I'm drawing or something, or I'm on the computer or something like that, programming. So who was that? Was just who was just talking? That was Keen. Cheating? What do you mean by cheating? You're talking about Octopath? How can you cheat an Octopath? But yo, boy, some the shops are probably like way far away, man. Hey, Lee's work just as good, man. He's gonna make some toilet paper out of some tree bark or something. He ate crackers.
Got out of the VC real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just here. You were in the stream, bro. Like somebody fled Jamaica. Everyone thinking he took a shit. He's taking a shower.
oh, okay.
Oh.
He's
quick.
taking a shower.
Quick fresh up.
That's literally what Sash said. Okay, there's other people here, so you don't have to listen to my boring ass. So you know he's taking a shit. No, JP, you fuck ass bitch.
What did you guys talk about?
Niggas are just interrogating me much for like the past like minutes, and we just like, I think we're like, oh, we're back to 18 views. We were at 32 views, bro. Like, nah, try being as me and taking this shit to consider. Wow, y'all need to stop. Yeah, he's taking a shower because he had nothing to wipe with. Get it? Okay, all right. Y'all straight wildin'. He's sitting on the toilet inside the shower. All right. Here's what happened.
Alright, I heard someone came in using my name with my picture.
No one needed you, A-Train.
No, I heard someone came in using my name and my picture.
Oh, they try to fake that they were you.
I don't know.
Now everyone's just talking about.
That's been going on a lot lately, man. Not just with you. With
I
other
was
people.
supposed to be drawing, bro.
That's pretty funny. Anyway, I'm going back to playing Fortnite.
Scandal with Triforce. Y'all need to stop. All right, y'all need to chill. All right. I hope this live stream. But all right. Anything else you guys want to ask me, or anyone else? Yo, I hate taking a crap right after showering. Booty get wet and everything. I don't know the feeling actually.
Yeah. What's your best game of all time? That you're the game that you're the best in.
Oh my god! All right.
That you have the most skill in.
So the most skill, I would have to say Mega Man Zero because I've been on that shit.
Mega Man Zero. Wow, that's a big statement.
This man said, "How did I survive 2012, bro? 2012 is. I don't want to talk about 2012 because like that was when I was like in 5th grade. 5th grade was the worst school year next to 7th grade. Talk about that birthmark on your butt cheek. How do you wait? I actually have a birthmark on my butt cheek. How do you know? Favorite okay, yeah, y'all need to chill. But 2012 is like, I had to survive bullies. I had to survive.
I thought you said Burley for a minute. The Burley.
I have to survive dumbass niggas. I had to survive everything. Like I had to survive like.
Now, are we talking about real bullies? Are we talking about real bullies, or are we talking about the SJW?
I'm talking about real, like, no, not even bullies. You're just fuck ass. Stop dodging like you're Goku or something. I'm not dodging, right? I'm actually talking about 2012, and now 2012 is like shit. I know y'all talking about the apocalypse. No apocalypse happened because y'all niggas still here. Okay? Don't be a Republican. I'm nothing. I'm Sting. Sting, cut or uncut. You know Goku is a bitch, right? No, Goku's not a bitch. He's just dense as shit. He's so dense that not even light can escape from him. But But, cut or uncut? Uncut, because you want that shit raw. Like, you want Sting is the new Nintendo bad boy. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. I am.
What the fuck?
You're perfect. Yeah. He said Goku was a black. Yeah, he is. He's dense as shit. But what if the world end and all of this is hell? It already is hell. What is life? Everything. A black hole. Yes. Huh? JP answered your question, David. It's a black hole of never-ending bullshit that you have to constantly deal with all the time, and the only way you have to get out is by snapping people's necks. Ugh.
What if the world reverted to that?
Wonder why
Reverted back to snapping people's necks.
Wonder why Triforce take it too long? I snap his neck. Let's be real.
No, but check it out. Answer that question for real. What would happen if the world reverted back to the days where you had to handle everything with your fists?
Yo, that would,
you think it'd be better?
Actually be good. That would actually be.
That could be a good question for Triforce when it comes back, cause.
Oh, yeah. Let's wait for Triforce, cause I can't. Yo, Piccolo, that would be dope. Yes, that would be. Yeah. Let's wait for Triforce, bro.
Yeah, because.
I snapped his neck.
Women will have to be women, and men will have to be men.
Did anyone donate?
I don't
stream on.
I don't see the ticker.
Sting, do you want big titty goth GF? I'm pretty much single right now, so you know I'm accepting any person.
Goths don't really have big titties as a stereotype.
I mean, like, if they did, then fuck it, yeah. Fuck it, I'll try.
I never seen a goth with big titties. I could be just.
Well, Jerion, was that you? I heard fart too. Triforce spelling kick. I'm telling y'all, I snapped this man's neck. Stop playing. You know we out here. Let me stop. But the life alert. Sting in an intimate relationship with his hand. Stop it. Howard Cartoony.
Everybody should be in an intimate relationship with their hand.
My God, Piccolo. Sting, how long have you known your hand? My right hand has done like.
All right, listen to the subject, bro.
Beast at drawing, though. I'm a beast at drawing, but I still have to improve, though. Isn't talent? Okay, no. See, now we talk about foolishness. I'm talking about like actually like doing productive shit with your hands.
Can you draw Android 21?
Speaking of hands of God is here. What's good, bruh?
What's up?
Keyblade has a talent. I bet he does. I bet he does.
Can you draw Android 21?
All right. I'll definitely do that. That would probably be one of the first Dragon Ball Z characters I ever drawn.
What?
Yeah, I've never drawn Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah, that's crazy. Normally, well, shoot, everybody I know that
people start out drawing Dragon Ball Z characters. I never started because I'm not really I just got into like Dragon Ball religiously, so like the series is still kind of relatively new to me, I guess. And I know everyone is probably gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, you must be really young.
I was born in 2001. That's like the crazy thing.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
Wait, keep
How
going,
you just
the
like,
Music Hall of Fame would be great. Single it. What are y'all talking about? I'm lucky because I can use both.
At least tell me you've been watching Naruto.
I play. Wait, is that a who is that? But yeah, I play percussion instruments. Do you love? I think that's Breath of the Wild. I have actually have played Breath of the Wild on a demo. It was actually BB. Man, all right. I thought this man said Breath of the Wild, but this man said BBW. So I'm like, really, bro? That was a typo. Do you remember how was he dumb Triforce when? All right.
Have you
All
played
right.
Octopath before?
Huh?
Have you played Octopath?
I want to.
Okay, I was going to tell you to compare Octopath to Breath of the Wild, and let me know your thoughts on that.
I remember playing
Triforce
Breath
says,
of the Wild.
yeah.
So,
Triforce
There's
said this is the best
The
thing
one-
since sliced cheese.
okay, so the one thing I don't like about Breath of the Wild is like, you know how in almost every Zelda game where like you would press A to roll, you can't do that in Breath of the Wild, and I kind of miss that because like
Oh yeah, I forgot
that's
about.
how I would just go around places, just rolling and stuff.
Not
Stinger,
not
you're gonna
every
play Fighters.
Zelda game,
I
though.
want Stinger. You're going to play Fighters Z Beta. I want to play Fighters.
Oh
you
yeah,
watch
that
this-
thing's
Yes, I watched the Smash Direct. You know, Simon. I probably might play as Richter over Simon because
What is your Dragon Ball Fighter Z main team?
if I were to have,
For
why
Steph.
would y'all answer this question? I don't play fighters.
Okay, I thought he was gonna play for
Goku Black, Frieza, Broly. The
Goku
scumbag,
Black, Frieza, Broly, Goku Black. In that order.
the scumbag
Yeah.
team.
Beta coming up, so I gotta see.
My team would probably be Vegeta, Kid Buu, 21.
Which Vegeta though?
Which
would be. Probably Super Saiyan.
Oh, all right.
regular Super Saiyan, the assist Manic.
I don't even know how the game works. All I know is just that Dragon Ball Z characters fighting each other.
Yeah, you gotta try it out, man.
They need
Facts.
Jiren fighters. Yes, they do need Jiren and fighters.
Jiren,
Nah,
Jiren,
B.
nobody.
You know, he ain't get added.
Yeah, who would I want to add to fighters if I had the choice of adding somebody? Who would
Is
I
17
add?
in it? It's 17 in?
17?
He was.
No, it's supposed to be a DLC. People been making.
17?
He's in it, but he's not in it. He's
Okay.
in it. He's in it as an assist for 18.
Nah, he's the next character coming after Cooler, bro.
I leaked as well.
After who?
After
After
Cooler,
Cooler, it's Super 17.
Oh,
That's
after-
the last
after
character.
Cooler.
Dragon Ball Super.
After Cooler, it's Super 17.
Okay, Super 17 and 17 are not really the same, so that's probably what I guess. So they're bringing GT guys in this.
Are you talking about that GT17?
Yeah, it sounds like
Oh,
GT 17. That's what Super 17.
Jiren Loki looks like a sperm that didn't grow facial
No
features.
GT.
Wow.
No GT.
Hey, yeah, I figured out. No, this is who I want to add. Well, this is who I think of right now. Who I wanted to add to fighters if I had the opportunity. I would add Janiba. I would add Janiba, the small form. His
Nah, they
father.
need to add it to damn female Saiyans. That's what they need to add.
You would add Vidal?
What?
Okay, there's two girls in the fucking game. Like, you got
Yeah.
6 it's reserved to fucking Goku. It's ridiculous. 6 slots of Goku.
Okay,
I
let's
didn't
see.
cheat you. She got
Who-
Kaioken.
What female would I add?
Khalifa and Gale.
Kefla and
Khalifa
Khalifa
Gale.
or whatever, or Kale, whatever them bitches' names is.
Nah, I'm thinking.
Kefla.
What about lunch?
Anybody, shit. I don't give a fuck. Anybody. Gotta Goku in the game 6 times is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck?
But how would you implement lunch? No,
There's
what's
also
The same way they do to
Ultra
Mr. Satan in
Instinct is the next
Xenoverse.
version.
put
Like,
GT characters in.
yes, that's who I'll add. I would add I'll add Bra from GT
GT sucks.
as my female pick. If I want to add another female and a male,
We need some GT characters if they don't have them already.
well, Hans just said that they're gonna be added in Super 17. That's a GT character.
No,
all right.
They should have added Dragon Ball Super 17.
Wait, do
Dragon-
they have Majin?
Super
Do they
17.
have
Why do
Majin?
you call him Super 17?
Do they have Majin Vegeta?
Margin, but that's just a skin.
Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, they should add that in as a skin then.
Do
Because
they have-
Majin Vegeta is kind of like my favorite Vegeta.
I think they'll do his level 3 will probably be actually no, isn't that Vegeta's level 3? The final attack? No, that's not Vegeta's level 3. What would his level 3 be?
Dragon Ball Z sucks, ends of story, bro. Alright. It doesn't suck.
I just can't
That guy's delusional.
He's
I
probably
just
trolling.
accept the game.
He's probably trolling. The way they're doing things with Super is kind of and this
Just
is a
add
cringe, to be honest, super duper cringe.
Just adding.
Hey,
Super
you know the female that they're gonna probably add in the game. They're probably gonna add Ruby Ann then. Since they try to give her so much shine on the fucking show, they're gonna add her ass. They're gonna piss
sure
me
enough.
Jiren look like an Invader Zim. Alright.
AK-47.
People
If that
are
means
actually
it's
roasting.
mentioned in fighters.
My boy Jiren look like Batista, alright?
Batista. I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
me.
he's Jiren look like Thanos' ugly brother, bro. People are actually roasting Jiren, bro.
The people started to hate Jiren after he attacked the stands. That kind of tripped people up. Just like everybody was like, "What the fuck?" That's probably where he started to get all his hate, or his hater crew.
They should put Jiren and they should also put Topo.
I think
Who the heck is Topo?
Jiren and Topo and Ultra Instinct should be the last people that they ever put.
No, they shouldn't even put another Goku. No more Goku.
Yeah, no more Gokus. We don't really need another Goku.
You know how they should have done it? They should have done it like
The same Salax, and then just
Naruto Ultimate Ninja 4, where like they had Naruto, but they're like you can pick different forms. There were like different forms within the character you can pick. That's how they
those
should have
take
done
up
it.
it's not too late. They could
No,
still do that.
y'all tripping.
Should
They should have did it how they do Frieza in Fighters. Frieza gets a level 3, he can change into Golden Frieza. You should be able to change to the different forms of Saiyans by your level power bar in the game. Go to 7
That's even
fucking
better.
levels.
I'm mad because
Yeah, that'd be sick.
character that has
How it's supposed to be done. Like,
That would be sick, because guess what? Then the combos and movesets should change as well.
and it'll make you want to choose your meter. It'll make you use your meter wisely. Like, that's how it should be done. They fucking literally wasted 6 slots. No, 6 slots, more than that, because they could have Vegeta do the same. Like,
Yeah, but the other thing at that hands, some of these characters are from different time periods too. So,
They'll be in line.
like how they have regular Goku, it wouldn't be regular Goku. It would be base Goku, regular Goku from Saiyan Saga. How would they do that? Because that's like a totally different Goku.
Okay, but this game has nothing to do with the
all his
storyline.
moves are
It's
around
his own
that
thing, so
one
what do you
saga.
want?
I understand what you're saying. 'Cause
You're
that's
playing
what
a game with Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Goku and fucking Yamcha are in the same storyline. Like, really?
man, stop hating on Yamcha, man. Yamcha. Everybody, I think Yamcha's related to Broly, man. That's why he looks like the new Broly from the movie, man. They're gonna reveal that Yamcha's actually a Saiyan.
All right.
Please no.
And all he needs is training.
Yamcha.
No, you don't see how he looks like Broly for real, though.
What is
They're
he?
gonna make us buy for Super Saiyan 4. No. Isn't there
If
Super
anything, they're like the same.
Isn't there a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta?
That's
Not
not
in this game. There is a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta though in GT.
not canon.
Oh, Triforce is back. Ask Triforce a question. Where is he? Is Mike muted?
No.
I see. The Octopath characters are moving.
Yeah.
Oh, Triforce is it? Okay, where's the question? I'm looking for it right now.
No.
I'm looking for it right.
I went to take a shit, shower, and I went and grabbed something to eat. So don't ask me about toilet tissue if I fell in the toilet or any of that stupid shit.
Nah.
I read the chat.
No, that's not what the question was.
But
the question was, what was that?
Wait, I'm looking for it right now.
No, it was a question that I asked on the mic. It wasn't in the
Oh.
Oh, that was what you asked.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb. You asked like if the world just regulated back to old fist fighting or something like that. Something along the lines of that.
Yeah, if the world reverted back to the days where you handle things with your fists, what would you think the world will turn into? Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
If the world reverted back to fist fighting, the world would still be bad, just not as bad.
No, but don't you think the roles would be defined a little bit more? Because men would be men and women would be women.
No, not really, because everything would turn back to it. The wars will still happen because some people will simply think. You ever watch one of them Chinese kung fu movies? The world will turn into that. I'm like.
I mean, like the social fabric of everything, like how we have all these different groups and stuff.
No, well, the social order will be slightly different. It will be better. The point is, there's no guns or bombs, so people won't die in the millions like how they're dying now. So yeah, it will be better in that regard, but not much better.
But I think, do you think men will be fighting women and women will be fighting men, or would you think that it'll be the men fighting the men?
No, I think that men will just fight whoever. Women will fight whoever. Even women tribes.
Really?
Yeah, women tribes in Africa, they ain't scared of no man. They're gonna just fight.
That'll be interesting. That's an interesting take on that. But I was thinking that the women won't try and fight anymore. They'll become passive because they wouldn't want to have to fight.
Women have become passive now because of technology. Women have become passive now because of the technology and weaponry that they can't get their hands on because man has a monopoly over it. But back then, let's say you was trying to take over a tribe in Africa that was all women. You watch a Black Panther? That's exactly what happened. You women pick up spears and kill your ass.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's because of the weaponry why a certain amount of people don't fight back anymore. Because you can't fight back. Like, look what's going on in Gaza between Israel and Palestine. Palestinians cannot fight because the weaponry.
Interesting.
Good.
Well, what about, like, when I say, like, what if I'm talking about just regular manners? Like say you had a disagreement with somebody, you know, you want to take it to court. You just take it to the schoolyard, man, or take it to the yard.
Well, Yeah, it'll just be a fist fight and that'll be the end of it. But that won't stop people from getting killed. When people get killed, weak people who weak people who die,
Mm-hmm.
or the weak people who perish in the battle will feel uh 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to.
Uh,
What happened, honey? Yeah.
well,
I'm gonna have to bop this fool right here. What's up, partner? You talking that flim flam? Oh boy, deal with this dude.
Let us fight with honor.
But yeah, so what happened is a weak person will be like, yo, let me go make a weapon because I can't fight the strong guy who fought me. That's exactly what
Okay.
happens. That's exactly how weaponry began. Cowards
Yes.
formed weapons because their hand skills is not proper.
Right. Okay. So it'll just revert back to what it is now
Exactly.
eventually.
It's a natural evolution that led us to where we are at this time.
That's interesting. Because I always thought that it was the technology that allowed the women not to be passive
No, the
and
technology
to
has
be more aggressive. I'm talking about like in regular society.
no, the technology has made a lot of people. It's not just women. Everybody
Hmm.
passive. The elites have all the technology. The meager and the poor, men and women and child don't. So it gives the elite power and domain over the people. Because what are they gonna do?
Okay. I think it'll be an interesting development.
Mm.
Did you put this game up against Breath of the Wild yet?
No, I'm not.
I know you said it was better than a lot of the other games.
You can't compare it to JRPG. There's no comparison.
Okay. Different class then. Does this game have any mini games? Have you bumped into any mini games yet?
Nah, I don't like mini games and RPGs. I just don't.
What? No way, man. I love the Final Fantasy VII Chickaboo racing.
Yeah, I don't like that because it's just to me it's just out of place. That's it for me. Some people, other people like them and whatnot.
So what about the Chrono Trigger mini games with the in the
All of them. I never liked any of them.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I never liked any of them. I always just like the game straight up.
oh,
Yeah, that's interesting. Even because Chrono Trigger kind of did it nicely where they integrated it into the actual story.
I kind of get where he's coming from.
My
Check
boy
it,
Big
yeah.
Bowser is in Smash Bros. Get triggered.
Oh man. Nobody on Xenoverse.
Yeah, Jarion said the agents would beat our asses. I think it can make a nice. It'll make a sick manga, man. Somebody should write that where the world reverts back to fist fighting. Old technology becomes useless, so everybody has to go back to the old arts and develop the arts.
Yeah, that would be an interesting manga. That really actually would be an interesting manga.
they would have to figure out a way to build the story to where the technology would become useless. Still, how would they make all the technology useless?
That
They would have
some type of
all metals become ferrous or something like that. Metals because technology is basically metals, right?
I don't.
It could be a super EMP. Just go.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like metal, like all your metal. Well, I guess that'll be some of the arts as well, like knives.
So wait, if all technology like goes away, does that mean like? I feel as if all technology goes away, it's just gonna sprout back up again.
It is.
Well, yeah, that's what Triforce was saying. With the natural progression of things, where the weak want to skills to survive and.
Because everyone's just gonna always be innovative and always gonna be like improving on things. So.
But in the story I was talking about, I was saying like the technology goes away for like a period, like until they can figure out how to bring the technology back. So for like electronic technology, it could be like the EMP, like Triforce said. But I was thinking like for something like guns and knives and stuff like that. I would think that there would be some type of virus that infects all of the metal on Earth to where it doesn't have its hard properties anymore, so it becomes useless to use as weapon building material. So there will be no more guns, no more knives, no more swords. Everybody will have to rely on their fists.
Yo, you should make a series based off of that.
Yeah. Paul could probably incorporate that in one of his chapters, I guess.
Maybe I could.
Yeah. If I could draw, I'll do it.
I can draw.
Yeah, try it out, man. It'll be a sick thing to fucking watch. You could go a long way with it because you could handle it from the western side of things because it'll be different. Like some places never lost their martial arts, so they'll be closer to defending themselves than other places that relied heavily on the technology. You could make it to where it's alien invasions as well if you want to put that in. And the aliens actually, aliens find out that humans are so violent that they infect Earth with that virus that destroys all of the metallic materials to where they have no more access. And then they come. The aliens are fighting beings.
Yeah.
So they come to dominate the Earth.
Well.
And they dominate through fighting. So you'll make it to where it's humans get their asses kicked at first because they're so reliant on the technology. Then you have some of them survive and they start to try and research the old arts to build up some type of defense against the aliens.
Yeah.
Who yawned like that?
You know. I could add like a little bit more spice to it,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Like if they're like doing martial arts and stuff like that, they could get into like, the old spiritual way or the qigong and whatnot. They could like gather up that spiritual energy. It would be something straight out of Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Go wide with it, man, because
that would be dope. That would be dope. I'm not gonna lie.
And it'll be different for each country because each country has their own stuff. Like Africa will have its own.
Yeah.
Brazil will have its own. And they try and refine all of the different martial arts that come from the different areas, like Capoeira for Brazil and Africa, and the Kung Fu for China. I guess America will be boxing.
So it would probably be like Avatar in a sense.
Like Avatar.
Like they have like their own styles in like each different separate part of the world.
Yeah, but then you have some people that knows all the style too, but they specialize in. Well, you have to try and separate the world. So you could separate the world because all the technology is gone, so there's no longer any way for people to fly using planes and stuff like that. So that will kind of separate the different worlds to where they have to rely on their style that is from their area.
I think some living peasant. Wait, hold up. Boys literally went from deep thoughts about the world to Avatar realistic version. Yeah, bruh. I don't know what happened, but just some nonsense. But just some dope nonsense. See, there's some nonsense out here that you can't really stand listening to, but there's actually some dope nonsense. This could be like a legit series.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to Google right now to see if there's anything out there like this.
There probably is. But alright. I think it's time for me to dip. I'm feeling kind of tired.
Yeah, guys, I'm
Oh,
about to
it's like 3 o'clock here. Yeah.
Major League
Well, it's
Troller.
It's 1:44 here, so
1:44 by you, yeah. No, it's 1:24 by me. But I'm gonna get ready to go to sleep. I think we did enough for the night, though.
yeah, I'm finna go to
So
bed.
I finish
Bruh.
this town that I'm in, and then I'm gonna call it. Just
Night.
want to give everybody an open mic, so everybody can chill and enjoy themselves. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna run some fighters and some Final Fantasy 7 most likely. Cause you got me thinking about those mini games too.
Greetings.
Hello.
Okay.
Towns, persons, possessions. What, you rob somebody? What's this? Energizing pomegranate, and medium.
This is a big town. I'm coming. I'm gonna save right now. Whoa.
Greetings.
Excellent. Come on right now.
At your service. At your service.
I was able to clear out this little cathedral real quick. So that's good. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. So I just found 3 Gs laying around on the floor random.
Hello to you.
See that comment inside the chat, Triforce?
Go read my comment on the Keemstar video and make a video of it with your thoughts. By my math that I lay out, you do not owe eviscerated any money anymore. David Berlanga. Is that so? Let's take a look at your comment.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that is very interesting. Let's take a look. Which video he said? Oh, it's a Keemstar video, right? No comment. Okay. You need to keep Edeka out of your mouth. Don't drag him down with you. He made it clear he wants nothing to do with you. You on the way out, you dusty old nigga. 41 minutes by Noel Garcia. Who am I looking for? What's his name? David. I replied to your comment. The post that has multiple comments to you. Okay. Let me look for it then. Okay, there you go. Wait, no, that's not you. What is the name of the like, well, I guess it would just be that name. Alright, let me read his comment again. Go read my comment on the Keem interview video and make a video of it with your thoughts. David, well, okay, so I'm looking for David. Well, David, I'm going through all the comments. I don't see your comment. You said it was a reply, so I'm looking for the reply. Alright. Oh, there's one called likely spam. Oh, there you go. It's put down as likely spam. I don't know why. Okay, I approved the comments. I approved the comment. I don't know why your comment ended up in the spam box, but whatever. So you say Triforce. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Triforce, listen. When you raise money for the eviscerator on to buy a flight back home to California, you paid a portion of that debt. Let's say the flight to California was 500, for example. That means you owe, if you owed him 1,000, you owe him 500 less. If you owe him 500, you only owe him 500. You, through your marketable connections to Etika and several others, raised the money to get him a flight back to California. It does not matter that you did not raise the money from a 9-to-5 employee job at Starbucks or however. At the moment you were self-employed and used marketing to pay Eviscerated the $500, I'm self-employed. You marketed for him, right? No, for him. That is legit. Okay. Second topic. He bought you a flight in exchange for introducing him to Nintendo staff and employees. You know Reggie Fils-Aimé personally. You know many others. You put in hours of work in order to stand in line and market for Nintendo. Through various launches, they came to know your brand, so you introduced the Eviscerated to Nintendo. His goal was to try to get hired by Nintendo so that he could be paid to market or produce for them. They did not hire him. However, if he had the charming personality of an entertainer like others in the Nintendo staff, he would have been hired. That's up to him. Question: what is the monetary value of you introducing him to your connections at Nintendo through your long hours of marketing and working to be first in line through various big launches? Let me give you some examples. I'm a big comic nerd. I go to many Comic Cons. Recently I had a chance to get a picture with Lou Ferrigno, actor from the Incredible Hulk series. He charges $60 for a photo, and I needed 2 tickets for my wife and I for $60 each to attend the convention. Total value $180. I have met Stan Lee various times for autographs. He charges from $100 to $150 per autograph, of which I have bought numerous. In fact, my wife and I bought 2 tickets to a VIP meeting with him, $400 each, plus our flights and hotel costs of about $1,000. You are looking at a value of $1,800 that I paid. So, what is the monetary value of you introducing Eviscerator to Nintendo staff? Whether that staff was marketeers, social media, art research and development, or vice president of Nintendo himself. What is the value of your connections through your hours of work? Not to mention, it is more rare to meet someone from Nintendo than it is to meet a Comic-Con celebrity. Since these comic celebrities get paid to meet people, and Nintendo does not, that means meeting them is even more rare and valuable than meeting Stan Lee himself. What is the value? I will tell you this: it is more than the flight that the eviscerated bought you. That was an exchange that the eviscerated thought. That was an exchange that eviscerated thought of. He wanted to exchange. He wanted the exchange. He made a good deal, and you more than paid him back with that meeting. You are done, Triforce. Stop thinking you need to pay him back. You already did in the very first meeting with Nintendo. Stop the madness. You already paid him back. I hope you take my good-natured example with some relief and humor. Trust me, I am very successful financial advisor in Texas in my 30s. I have saved big companies millions of dollars in expenses. I am also a real estate investor that owns over $1.2 million in real estate, all self-made. I know money very well, and I know what I'm talking about. Your debt to the eviscerated is paid up 100%. It is more than paid. It was a fair exchange since the beginning. You owe him $0. This has been a lesson in money, value, and fair exchange. I hope the young fans learned something from this. Copy and paste my paragraph, read it out loud on your next 10-minute video. End it. Put it to bed. Stop the madness. Let it be done. And let it all move on from eviscerated. I enjoyed your videos about retro topics, competitions, Billy Scores, C&D, Etika, Zelda, Nintendo. Let's keep doing this, my dude. First bump from across the world. No, fist bump from across the world. Pikmin 3 battle mode is mine and wife's favorite game. Let's promote Pikmin 4 battle mode on your channel. Please tell me you read this. Well, I've read this, David, and this is kind of tough, David. You're right, but all right. My question, well, first of all, David, since we're even on the stream, because I looked at the stream, it looks like when the power went off in the house, the stream got split into two. So I have to delete this stream. So I'm going to delete this stream because I'm going to, like you said, I should make a separate video where I ask that question regarding the eviscerated one. I think I'm going to make a video about that. But I want to know if you can come on Discord real quick for like 5 to 10 minutes. I want to ask you a question. I want to hear your answer since you're a financial advisor, etc., etc. So if you look in the description of this video, you're going to see a Discord link. If you click it, quickly sign up, and then look for the channel that says, what's the word for this here? Oh my god. Channel requests, right? Or status requests, role requests, or whatever. That's the name of it. I'd say it's role requests. I can give you a role, you can come in, and I can ask you this question live, because I have to give you the full context of it, and you'll have to let me know from there. But I 100% agree with what you said. There's just one problem to it, and that's what I want to address you with, that one problem live, and I want to hear your answer rather than reading it out. So let me know if you can let me know if you can come on real quick. I'm coming, honey. I just want to talk to him about this situation real quick. Yeah, crackers are done, honey. Sorry. Because everything that David is saying is 100%. It's one of the biggest problems with black people. Black people don't know their own value, and they don't know when people are stealing value from them. And I'm well aware that the eviscerated one only offered me that deal, and he knew he was getting, it was a bad deal to begin with. He was getting way more. Think of it like this. Imagine if someone said, hey, listen, you could pay $1,000 to meet the president of Nintendo and his staff and his connections in Nintendo for E3. Would you pay the $1,000? Of course you would. That's why people travel to E3 all the time. And people pay more than $1,000. And people pay more than $1,000 at a chance, just a chance, to try to see if they can make a connection to big companies like Nintendo's and Microsoft. But what if someone what if you knew someone that had a connection in, and they said, okay, give me $1,000 and I get you directly connected to them, but it's up to you from that point. Would you pay it? That's the point David's trying to make. So if anything, Eviscerated One owes me money, but there's one other aspect to it, which is why I want him to come on and I want to ask him this. Because I'm going to make a video about David's comment. I'm going to say interesting comment that was laid here, and I'm going to put it out on YouTube, and I want to get the community's feedback on it. Let's see what they say. Oh, I found the other piece. Feeling great. While I'm waiting for it to come on, Jarion, let me know. Okay, I'll comment on that vid. Alright, Piccolo. I'll do it tomorrow because it's just a quick thing. It's like I read the comment, make a little thing, and then ask people to comment on it. See what everybody says. We'll go drop this old man off to the other house. By that time, David will get in here. Hello? Who's in the room with me?
Yeah, I'm up in here.
I'm just waiting for David to get in here so that I can.
Yeah, I was saying I was gonna comment on the vid whenever you make that, because I have a few. I already posted it in the YouTube, but I'll comment.
Hey, the cat's here. Come on, let me get one of my guys.
Victory shall be mine.
Got him.
The thrill of the fight.
Woo. That's some good money right there. It's almost 4 G's.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen? What is the logical course of action? A tempest of ice shall rage. Thus ends your lesson.
Alright, let me check. I'm gonna check the room right now. See if David's in. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't see anybody in the room, but maybe there's a different area to look at.
I'm gonna check right now. Where is it? Role requests. He should be the newest guy that came on. Read the rules, instructions if needed. I don't see him yet. Last person to join was. You going to the bathroom? Oh. Oops.
I've done my research on you.
What? You got the juice? What are you? Food?
Victory shall be mine. I will cut
Huh? I don't want any.
With each battle,
It's
I
just
grow
meat.
stronger.
Banana. And the internet's not even looking good. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm going backwards. The hell? I hate when I go the wrong way, man.
Victory. I will cut you.
Get out of the way. Let me see where David is.
With each battle,
David, you
I
coming
grow
in?
stronger.
Role request room in the Discord. Yeah, did he even sign up though? That's the question.
I just see what he says in the YouTube chat.
I'm just looking, honey, because I'm curious. I just registered. Okay, cool. So look for the room that says role requests. You're gonna see the channel that says role requests. Just type one in there.
A tempest of ice shall rage. Thus ends your lesson. Now then, I will cut you down. With each battle, I grow
See,
stronger.
the fact that David is a financial consultant, I really want to take a look at like how I can appraise the value of the content that I put on here on you. What the hell? I went the wrong direction. I went down? Oh, this map system sucks, man.
Let us fight with honor.
Oh my goodness. One second. Let's see here. City just registered. Let me check the room here. All right.
Victory shall be mine. Each battle, I grow stronger.
It's very sweet. You know, David has a very yeah, David, we're waiting for you in the role request room. So let me know when you do that. It says I must be a member for 10 minutes to send messages in the server. So hope to post soon. No. Okay, hold on. Let me see something then. What is your Discord name? Because I don't know why there's a 10-minute list. Do you see a room called role requests? Role_requests? Do you see that room? You should. Okay. Yes, David B is my name. Okay. What is going on here? At David. Oh my goodness. Do you see a room called role request? Click that room and just type 1. I don't know why is there a waiting system of 10 minutes before. My name is David B. I went in role request now. Can you type in role requests? You should be able to type in here. Zuru, why does a person have to wait for 10 minutes before they can type in role request when they're trying to join the Discord?
Because that's the moderation level we have set on.
I'm trying to go to sleep right now, and a guy's trying to come in and give me some financial advice about the eviscerated one, but I can't. I have to wait 10 minutes before I can. Even... David B.
It's a pretty dumb rule, having to wait 10 minutes before you can ask for a role. Okay, it's like so kind of retarded.
Theory is.
No, but it's probably to prevent.
All right. So okay. So can you see? Yeah. I think what's his name gave you the Commonwealth already. So you should see a room called Public Voice Room. Just click that room now, David, and you should be able to join.
Yeah, because if they didn't have the 10-minute rule
on... why do we have to deal with the eviscerator one again?
No, we're not dealing with the... this guy David wrote a long paragraph that I read on stream. We're saying he has a case. And his case is saying that I don't owe the eviscerated one anything. He made his case. He's a financial advisor, works in some big Texas company, etc., etc. And I read the whole thing. It's a big, long thing on it, and what she explains why. All right, there you go, David. David, does your mic work?
Hello.
Hey, there you go, David.
Yeah.
All right. So first thing.
Okay.
Yeah. First thing is this. I want to thank you for writing out that long, thought out comment. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, no problem.
So there's a couple of guys in here, some long-time nobility members of my Discord. They just asked who are you and why you're coming in and explain to the eviscerated one. So can you just give them the short breakdown reason as to, before we get into the question, I get the question with you, can you give them the short version as to why you think I don't owe Street Pass Princeton any money?
Okay. Well, yeah. My name is David, and I was listening to the video, and I followed, this since back in the Switchline days. And, just thinking about how business works, and, I work in real estate and other businesses as well. Everything in real estate is negotiable. There's always an exchange, with money in the banks and a house. So when you do something, a smaller transaction with the eviscerated one, it's an exchange. He says, I'll buy you a flight, introduce me to Nintendo staff. So right there is already an agreement, one thing for the other. Now, introducing him to Nintendo is a very valuable thing that only someone like Triforce possesses, because he's networked, he's put in many hours into getting known by Reggie and all these other people. He's made his brand known. So he did put in a lot of work into where he got. So that's an even exchange in business. And so in that sense, they made an exchange, a flight ticket for Nintendo introduction. So that's kind of where the transaction ends, is what I think.
So you guys now understand where he's coming from. But here's my problem. So I have a question, and then I'm gonna play devil advocate to my own question, right? Okay. So, the deal was that he'd buy my plane ticket to get me out of France, right? in exchange that I introduced him to guys like from in Nintendo. So the real truth, because I want to be very transparent. One event, he flew me out. He wanted to know if I wanted to come with him with E3 or whatever the case may be, and to go to some Nintendo's headquarters with Abdallah and whatever. There's another person involved in this, and I introduced Abdallah to you know, to the people at Nintendo, along with the Eviscerated one and everything. Abdallah did well because, well, Abdallah's an upstanding person. In fact, just I'm sure how funny this is. Abdallah doesn't even mess with Street Pass Princeton anymore because of the way he is. In fact, he started talking to me behind Abdallah's back, saying that Abdallah's acting like he's too big and he forgot about him and all this. Like Abdallah owed him something, which is why Abdallah didn't want to get into the negativity, and he just cut him off and like just didn't want to deal with him. He wished him the best, but you know, Street Pass Princeton used to come and complain to me. I used to argue to him. I'm like, Abdallah doesn't owe you anything. I'm like, he's like, yeah, well, you know, I helped him get introduced to Nintendo and everything. And I was like, and what agreement did you make with him? Like, I introduced you both to Nintendo. So don't act like you introduced him or he owes you anything, because unless you made a deal, it doesn't count, which he didn't make a deal. So, you know, that's how that works. But the issue here with me is this, is that when I was stuck in France, when the people pretty much reneged on their offer to rebuy a brand new ticket for us to go back home, in return if we stay in France and help promote the French fighting game community scene, which we did. We have the evidence for it. We went on MTV's Game 1 for like 3 different shows, me, Armada, and Dominion, and we promoted the French scene. We even went on what's this other guy's show, No Life, and the whole 9 yards. Then when it was time for them to buy our ticket to go back home, the guy was like, I can't do that, I'm sorry, I spent enough on putting you guys up in a hotel. And I'm like, but that wasn't the deal. The deal was, you know, if we stayed and promoted the French gaming scene, you would in return, because we had to give up the ticket to go home. So I learned my lesson. You get the ticket first before you say you're gonna stay. That's what you do. That was the mistake on me, which then everyone is trying to blow me up as like, oh, you're an idiot or whatever the case. That's fine. Not a big deal. You know, we all make mistakes, you know, all that, you know, whatever the case may be. But he then said, I told him I'm in trouble. I need help to get out of France. And he said he would help me with a portion of the money to get back home. But and I can pay him back in any time. But he needed more help to get connected with Nintendo. So I said, okay, fine, I'll do that for you. And I said, but you do know I have no money. I'm homeless. We lost our gaming house. I informed him of my financial situation ahead of time. I don't have a job. I live in the street. And he's like, I understand, you know, it's not a big deal. He worked as I think a nurse at the time. He worked in some medical field, and he's like, hey, he doesn't need the money. He's like, when you get a chance and you get your life back together, you can pay me back. So whenever, as long as you promise to pay me back. So I said, okay, that's a fair deal. So that is the actual agreement that we have. Even though I introduced him to Nintendo, the deal was that if he helped me get back out of France, like that, I do that. But here's the devil advocate to the whole situation. When he was in California, before he came down to the Switch line, when it was just me and C&D at the Nintendo Switch line, and everyone was watching and the whole Nintendo Switch line was blowing up, he then asked me, hey Triforce, can you introduce me to C&D? In which I had to talk to C&D and inform C&D about him and what type of person he is. And I told C&D he has helped me out in the past. So I asked C&D if he could do me a favor and be cordial to host him. And he's like, what do you mean by host him? I was like, if he comes to see you, can you at least talk to him and at least appear in one of his videos? So he's like, I don't see what's the problem. He's like, just tell him come down tomorrow. And I was like, well, that's the problem. He's coming from California. So C&D's like, what the hell? Why would you want to come all the way from California? That's crazy. So I said he wants to be a part of the Nintendo Switch line. So the new deal now was, Triforce, introduce me to C&D and Etika and people on the Nintendo Switch line and get C&D in one of his videos. Now, here's what you're saying. What's the value to that?
Right.
And
yeah, and you know, like at the time, C&D had tens of thousands of subscribers. I mean, I was already watching him.
Over 100,000. He was on his way to 150,000 during the line.
Right. Yeah, you know, people like me, you know, have been watching C&D for a long time, and then of course when the Switch line happened, it became a really big deal. That's how I found out about Triforce through C&D. But you know, C&D wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Triforce in the first place, who had put in the hours of work to pave the way to say, I go to, you know, all these events, I get first in line, I'm the, you know, ambassador. And so C&D found Triforce online and says, well, I'm going to do what you do. You know, we're going to pass the torch here. Can you help me out? So, you know, Triforce had paved the way for a lot of this through a lot of man hours and work of his own, you know, marketing for Nintendo, you know, through his voluntary self.
Yes.
And so Triforce was the only connection that the Eviscerated One could ever have to C&D, a YouTuber who has, you know, 150,000 subscribers at the time. Currently, he has 300,000 or 400,000. I mean, you know, C&D makes, you know, good revenue on the YouTube as much as he can. So if Eviscerated was as charismatic as C&D, he would have built a subscriber base and we would all be watching, you know, even I would have subscribed. But, you know, his videos are not that entertaining. They're a little boring. So, you know, it wasn't going to work out for him. But the point is, he still had the opportunity to do that. In business, you always have these opportunities. You know, I could introduce someone in the business world that could, you know, really launch your business career. But it's still up to you to make those deals and take those risks and to succeed. You know, whether you have a job in sales or whatever the case may be. So, you know, Triforce is the only connection that the Eviscerated had, and he used it to his benefit. And he could have launched his career off that. So, you know, we are asking, what is the monetary value of meeting people like whether it was C&D or Etika or even staff at Nintendo through Triforce who had already built that brand. I mean, you know, again, if it wasn't for Triforce, C&D probably would have never stood in the New York City line in the first place.
So, well, C&D says that himself. He actually makes that, he literally states that. So this is what I'm trying to say now. So now your next point is that now when he came to New York, he came with gifts, right? And he came with he came with a gift for bar soap from me, right? Black soap from me, and he had gifts for Etika.
Oh boy!
And C&D. I'm not even sure if it was Etika. I just keep seeing that video where they show him giving something to Etika, like in a postal thing, and giving one for C&D, and I didn't get anything, which was fine. I wasn't expecting anything, but the point is that something happened between him and the sponsor that sent him to New York. He came to me and told me he has a problem, and I was like, "What's the issue?" He can't go back to California. He has no money. So I said, "What do you mean? You didn't get a round trip ticket?" He says the guy that's supposed to be sponsoring him, and he told me this in confidence, didn't want to pay his fare back because what he was supposed to be there to do and get in terms of content with C&D, I guess the sponsor didn't like the content. So when rumors started spreading on the line that he had to switch for the Switch, which I was like, nah, you don't have to do any of that. I'm like, that's crazy. This gaming scene is nuts, me. Anyway, so I was like, why are you doing that? Like, so, and he's like, well, how else am I going to get home? So that I said that, yeah, with men. My wife is laughing. She was like, so so I said to him that, you know, because all right, it doesn't matter if I don't like him. That is a fucked up situation to be in, period. I don't want to see anybody in that, even my enemies. That's crazy. So I said I would help him. Now, while he was on the line, I guess all the pressure, you know, the failed venture, the sponsor turning his back on him, and all the pressure he was going on, he then felt that like I was the one to blame because it's the easy scapegoat. Well, Triforce still owes me that $1,000 from France. If he just gave me the $1,000, I wouldn't be in this issue. Which this is what perpetuated him to actually start blaming me. When the community raised $4,000 on C&D's GoFundMe to buy the computer, and C&D bought the it's not like I ever had any of the money in my hand. It went to C&D's bank account. C&D bought all the stuff for me from his bank account. So I never at any point touched the money. So he started telling people on the line, yo, that's so messed up. Triforce made $4,000 and instead of paying me back, he goes and buys a laptop. And I'm like, so, and he's telling all these people all this negative stuff while I'm inside Starbucks begging Etika to donate $50 and use his network to help the eviscerated one. Well, he wasn't the eviscerated one at the time, to get back home. And I asked Etika, could he put in a good word for this guy off the strength of me? Like you said, that's like $500. That's work. That's a value there. So when you look at the overall, when you look at the work that I have reimbursed him, I honestly don't owe him any money. But this is the problem. I am in a situation where I do not win this. I cannot win this. Even when I pay him, I'm still going to lose. I'm in a catch 33. If I don't pay him, Triforce, you're a scumbag. You don't keep your word. If I do pay him, look how long it took Triforce to pay me. Like, wow, that's even crazier. And if I say, well, the value of work, the body of work that I have done for you to help you in your bad situation, despite you attacking me, and then down hard, right? We have people calling my YouTube partner, telling my YouTube partner that they should remove their sponsorship with me because I'm destroying their brand. That's crazy. So I'm losing money here because of this. So, but either three ways, whether I do it or not, they win because the way social media works today. Which is why I'm gonna read your comment, right? I'm actually gonna read your comment. And then I'm going to make a video about it and get people to talk about it and see what they say. And what I want to do is I want to be able to go over this with you to see what is the best course of action, because I cannot win this. No matter what I do, I cannot win this, and I don't know what to do. I really don't. The only thing I think is the best thing to do is just pay him and then let him just say what he has to say. But at least I paid him.
Well, let me ask you, did he ever get Etika's $50?
Yes, he did. Etika donated
and
he got the flight back. The people still donated to him. I can't remember the amount of money it donated, but because of Etika's word, when Etika put out the word before he retracted it. But when Etika put out the word, people were aware of his thing, and somehow he got the money and he got home. I don't know the full details because I just don't. But he got the money and he went home eventually.
Right. Well, you know, I remember that he had asked for money even before that time. I had seen his donations and he really wasn't getting anything, maybe about $10 or so. So whatever Etika did, you know, whatever Etika did through you, $50 here plus several other donations, he accepted it. He took the money. And it's kind of like interesting that it's kind of a mirror reflection of what you went through. He helped you get a flight, then you helped him get a flight. Now, I don't know if he's saying, well, that doesn't count because, oh, Triforce, it didn't come out of your pocket or your wallet or your bank account. But the truth is it really did come out of your pocket because you were the one that brought everyone to New York in the first place. You've had these connections going back for over a decade, doing these launches, doing the first in line. You were there for the 3DS, Mario 3D Land, Wii U, all these other ones. And so, you know, by you putting in the work there, you were in a sense self-employed. You know, you were a self-employed man who said, I'm going to put together this money for you and get it to you. So, you know, you did actually put the money together for him in the first place. So that actually counts for something, even though you weren't working as an employee for somebody, you were in a sense self-employed. So, you know, you weren't working at a restaurant or anything, you know, working the, you know, for $7 an hour or $10 an hour, but you did organize it in a different way. I mean, this is marketable value that you did for him.
So, well, I 100% agree. I actually don't disagree with you.
Just flush the toilet.
This very same situation is my situation with Me Too King. Where in terms of where like what's owed, the actual value of what's actually owed, it's just completely, and which is why I try to tell people to stay out of it, because they don't know the full detail of what's actually going on. And I really dislike when people try to get involved into something that they really shouldn't even be involved, because it had nothing to do with them. But people always want to get involved and try to jump in. But I hope you can understand that, like, I can't win it. I really can't win this situation. There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna lose. If I don't pay him, I lose. If I do pay him, I lose. If I say he's already paid, I lose. What would
it be okay if I could say something really quick, Triforce? I know you're talking to David right now, but I'll be really quick.
Yeah, jump in.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just saying, like, so far, the main concern you bring up in regards to why you're still inclined to pay him back has to do mainly with public opinion, and the lens that people see you through, because David's already shown how in court, at the very least, even though I highly doubt Street Pass would bother enough to take it to court, you can prove that even though, like, through liquid cash you didn't pay that money, you still provided through other means for, like, public opinion. So, like, we know the majority of the public who knows your history with, like, the FGC and everything don't see you through a, like, positive lens, but neither do they look at Street Pass with a positive lens. So most people, the vast majority of people, especially because this has to do with the Nintendo community and not the FGC, will either side with you or just be neutral. And even if Street Pass Princeton says, oh look, I gave him $1,000 and he never paid you back, it's he has two options: either just try to do a smear campaign, which isn't really going to change your situation at all. Like, there's very few people behind him anyway, so he can't really hurt your image past where it already is. And in a court, you're fine. So I don't really see why you're worried about him saying, oh, give me my money, I gave you $1,000 and you're not paying me back, or if you do pay him back and he's like, oh, look how long it took him to pay me back. Like, I don't really see why it would matter what he says. But that's how I'm seeing it.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to and your final thoughts, David, because before I shut off the stream, my wife is giving me the evil look. I gotta go to bed.
Okay. Well, you know, there's always certain types of values in different businesses. Like, if somebody wanted to talk to me for advice on real estate, I would have to charge them per hour a little over $300 an hour, because the advice that I have and the people I could connect you with could make you rich. Now, in the video game world, you know, Triforce is a valuable person due to his experiences and connections that he's built up over the decades. You know, so what is the value of talking and meeting with somebody like this in the video game world? You know, for example, if the Eviscerated One, let's say he had a personality and was as talented as the YouTubers like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or KSI, if he was one of these people who had a good personality and he was introduced to the right people, he could blow up. But you know, Triforce gave him the opportunities. Now, it's not going to work out for everybody. You know, some people are more likable than others. But, you know, Triforce connections are valuable. And like I said, you know, I've met people who I look up to as a fan in the comic book world, and it's cost me a lot of money, but I enjoy that. You know, if he wants to look up to people in the video game world, in the Nintendo world, whether it's Reggie Fils-Aimé or whatever, and he wants a meeting with these people, there's a monetary value there that could be thousands of dollars just to meet this kind of person if you wanted to launch your career and say, hey, why don't I become the new marketable face of Nintendo's YouTube? Maybe I'll work for them now. Maybe I'll blow up their channel. You know, he had opportunities, but he's never been able to make it happen. But the point is that Triforce does provide that value for people in that sense. He has those connections. So in my sense, I would say that he's given the Eviscerated One more value than an airplane ticket that he once bought for Triforce. You know, whether that was $1,000, you know, meeting people in Nintendo is potentially worth a lot more than that for your career, for your money.
This is, see, I agree with that. All right. On that end, I'm gonna end the stream. Tomorrow I will make a video where I'm gonna bring this into question. Obviously, what's gonna end up happening is people are gonna comment. It's gonna blow up because they're gonna say, "Is Triforce trying to welch out of his Is Triforce trying to welch out of his debt?" Here's my thing, because this is just for conversation. At the end of the day, I'm gonna pay him. I don't feel good not paying him. I want to pay him so that I don't owe him anything. It's like the same thing with Mewtwo King. Technically, actually, I don't owe him any money. The agreement was I match whatever his sponsor was paying him at the time, which his sponsor dropped him. And while his sponsor dropped him, Mewtwo King continued to charge me for 4 years without me knowing. And then in 2013 tells me, Triforce, you remember that time when, you know, VVV was paying me stuff like that? You know, you never gave me any of my money for those years. I was like, the agreement was to match whatever VVV was sponsoring you, but they dropped you. And he's like, yeah, but like I still went and played for EMP. I was like, yeah, but you before VVV, you were playing for EMP to help me build the team up further. We're not a sponsor. You know this already. This is an agreement. You already know this. So why are you acting like I'm supposed to pay you? And he's like, but how come like all these other people are gonna start getting paid now when these teams like Team Solo Mid and Cloud9 comes in? I said, that's the level we're trying to get to, Mewtwo King. Help me get to that level with the team. Which this is when we were being introduced to MVG, whatever the case may be, and MVG had a way to try to get us some money. It ultimately didn't work out, and MVG dropped us or whatever and moved on to to do their own thing. But Mewtwo King was like, well, I still feel like you should still pay me anyway. And although there was no agreement to that, I said to him, okay, Mewtwo King, I'll pay you, but you have to help me get the team upright to where we're generating that money so I could then pay you. So he said, okay. So during that time, I said, this is not going to be something that can be done immediately. This is something that's going to take time. So he said, all right, well, then what can we do in the interim? He then brought Armada into the team and all this other stuff. And then later on, the following year, 2014, we signed a contract where he was like, well, he got to get paid something now. So it's like, create a contract with me now where you're paying me now, right? And then over time you can pay back the $16,000, because what he's charging me is $250 per month for 4 years or something like that. So it came up to like 16 grand by his calculations. So I said, okay. So the new contract was I pay him $500 a month, and this is in 2014. So I'm paying him, but then he goes to Team Solo Mid and says, Triforce is paying me $500. How much you're willing to pay me so I can leave? And then he comes back and says, these guys are willing to pay me $1,000, Triforce. You have to either match it or I'm gonna leave EMP. After he already agreed and signed the $500 contract. And I'm like, you know that's called blackmail, right? But Mewtwo King doesn't understand business. But he didn't know he was like blackmailing me. So ultimately, after the remainder of the year and shit went up to $2,500 and shit killed me financially, I had to live at Pauldron's house just to even keep Mewtwo King. Ultimately, he was like, I'm leaving. I'm like, well, at the time he was like, he's going to go with MVG and stay with MVG until I can come up with his money. And then I got flown down to Jamaica by Cyberbox to go, this was my first job now, to go work for Cyberbox in Jamaica. But I had no place of living, no nothing. So when I went down there, I had to use the money that Cyberbox was giving me to try to set myself up to live while working for them in the year of 2015. I told Cyberbox the importance of keeping Mewtwo King. I wanted to even fly Mewtwo King to Jamaica so we could try to blow up esports using Smash Brothers, and Mewtwo King coming to Jamaica would be cool. So Cyberbox had sent out a tweet to him saying they would pay him the $16,000. It's even a part of a Reddit. And Mewtwo King refused, said no, and said he's just leaving Empire Arcadia and left and went to MVG. And that's how Mewtwo King, that's that whole video where, like thing online that says Mewtwo King has finally left Empire Arcadia. So that freed me up from the debt because he denied the payment from Cyberbox, which is like, oh, okay then, it's fine. So I just looked at it like, it's a debt I don't have to pay because it should have never been a debt to begin with because it really was no debt. He's gone where he's gone. He's happy. I lost him, yes, but then I don't have to pay the debt, so I'm happy. But then it's posted on Reddit that I'm this scumbag who out him from not paying him and not paying him on time and all this other stuff. And this is the type of negative stuff that I've been going through, in which when you put the full context to it, you then understand it's like, well, it's really not what these people complain or say to be. It really isn't. It's like they kind of twist the story to villainize me. One of my friends was just like, the reality is that another company wanted to pay him more money and he wanted to leave to get that money, but he doesn't want to look like a scumbag where he's only with the team for the money. But I'm like, that doesn't make you look like a scumbag. You want to do what's in the best interest for you. So if another team is offering you more money and you can take the money and be in a better position, take care of you. I don't take it personally. But these
was Mewtwo King's agreement with you in writing?
Yes.
Or was it just?
Yes.
Okay.
The new one, the $500 one, yeah, that was. But I dropped it. He was supposed to fulfill the entire year, but I just let it go. I was like, it's not. I'm not going to harbor it. The reason why I didn't want to harbor it is because he found a better place. He's happy. He's making money. He's comfortable. Let him go. Why try to keep someone that doesn't want to be around you? So I just let him go. But the Reddit comments and stuff like that was already posted, so the damage was already done. So, but it's whatever. People ask me my relationship with Mewtwo King. Last time I called MVG, I was like, yo, Jason. MVG was like, yo, Jason's in the background. I was like, oh, yo, Jason, what's up? And he was like, yo, what's going on? So me personally, I don't have an issue against Mewtwo King, but the social media wants to create this. Mewtwo King hates Triforce. Justin Wong hates Triforce. Anybody who has left Empire Arcadia disdains Triforce, and that's not 100% true. Some do, but not all of them. So. Anyway,
Triforce.
Yeah.
I was just like.
Wait, hold on. Let me end the stream real quick. Let me end the stream real quick, and then we'll
end the stream if you want.
All right, guys. We'll talk tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video based on what David says, and then I got the TV interview where I never knew TV here in Jamaica. So you guys will see some content from me tomorrow. And then later on at night, obviously we're back to the streaming. We made like $12 tonight. So between now and Friday, we only got about $38 left to go. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.